All right. Hello. It is still February, and I've been doing pretty well on eBay. I mean, for how I normally do, and it's mostly because I've been running a lot of markdown manager sales. I said this in I think the last video. I took a PayPal, a business loan, and I used it to pay down some debt that was higher in interest than this loan would be. And it was credit card debt, of course. And this loan is actually helping me get rid of that debt because I'm not doing minimum payments. They're just taking money straight from me. And it's given me the incentive to hustle, 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 hustle. List more on eBay and kind of get rid of the old stuff. And lowering prices to me is just very random. So what I decided to do was take advantage of eBay's Markdown Manager. If you have a store with a lot of listings that have been online listed for a long time, and have and also have watchers, it could be a good way to get rid of stuff. So anyway, let me just jump right into it. This is the third video I'm making this month on things that I've sold, and one of my first sales, well, since the last video, was a Sega Dreamcast jump pack and visual memory unit card lot sealed new. Now, to me, these seem to sell 20, a little bit more a piece. I saw that they did okay in lots. I think I could have gotten more for them if I had wanted, but I bought these a long time ago. I don't believe I had much into them. And when I say a long time ago, I might have had these in the house like 10 years, and I just was moving stuff around and I stumbled across them, and I said to myself, these would be good to list. And as you could see, in package stuff like this can sell, and it did for me. Old school video game stuff. All right. I had just talked about Markdown Manager a few minutes ago, and here's one of the first sales. Well, actually, it's not one of the first sales. It's another one of the sales that Markdown Manager helped me make. This item I had for 20% off. Right now, I'm running a Markdown Manager sale of 25% off. But I managed to sell this necklace, and it's a nice necklace. Silpada, sterling silver link with faceted, smoky quartz and citrine necklace. Didn't have it listed for very long, actually, November 24th. But again, my strategy is to list stuff that has watchers. This must have had a watcher. Well, mark down the price and stuff that I watched. This must have had a watcher. So I sold it for $22.39. Original price $27.99. Not an extremely valuable piece, but any sale that I make right now, well, besides putting money in my pocket, is eliminating debt that I've had forever, practically, since I was very young. All right, British Sterling Aftershave Lotion Splash by Spidell, 3.8 fluid ounces, 95% full. Probably Spidell. The word Spidell might have helped sell this because of the manufacturer. Plus, it was also very full. Sold at only $24.99. Listed a little bit more than a year. And I did not. I won't mark down stuff, items like this, even if they have watchers, because this could possibly cost me like $10 or so to ship. So if I'm going to take a beating on shipping, I'll sell something else. Most of the times, if I'm marking something down, it's either a very high in price, or if it's not that high in price, then I don't have to worry so much about shipping. All right, next item is this vintage Russian 960 sterling silver and enamel eagle charm. Egg charm pendant. Very nice piece. Very small. Beautifully made. I had it for $124.99, and it sold for $99.99 because of Markdown Manager. Zero feedback buyer, and I had this listed for more than 3 years, October 7, 2017. So that one was sitting there, so there was no reason not to just to move it along. All right, my next sale is a vintage MCM faux tortoiseshell 3-tier pendant on gold tone choker necklace. MCM was the manufacturer. I don't know what MCM stands for. Yeah, I don't think we're able to figure it out. This is another on sale item. You'll see like a lot of the sales I'm making now are items that I just dropped the price on. This one was listed since July of 2019, so it's been there for a while, you know, more than 6 months. $34.99, marked down 20% to $27.99. What made this sell? Not sure. Maybe the fact that it was faux tortoiseshell. Maybe it's the designer. I don't really know. I have about 20 more items to go that I sold. Like I said, this is the third video that I'm making for this month, in this month. So you can see my sale numbers are up. I basically have been selling at least 2 items a day, pushing towards 3. All right, my next item is a gold tone sign, Kirk's Folly, Fairy Fireflies pin. If you see Kirk's Folly jewelry between $5 and $10 or so, depending on the piece, quality, how nice it is, pick it up. It's very sellable on eBay. At the flea markets, you know, but on eBay, this one did sell. How long was it listed? Not very long. Marie actually was a little bit on my ass about how I'm marking down some of the stuff that she hasn't had listed very long. This was only listed since December 2019. But I did mark it down 20%, $27.99, and it sold for $22.39. Again, what made this sell is probably the design and the fact that it was Kirk's Folly. All right, continuing on. NWT, I guess that means new with tags. Betsy Johnson, Crystal Skull, and Pink Rose pendant necklace. Betsy Johnson, designer. Any designer items that are collected can sell. And this one is a pretty cool. So if someone just wanted a skull necklace, they might have bought this. Or if they wanted something, if they're collecting Betsy Johnson, they might have bought that too. Let's see. This one was not a sale item, $29.99. And it was listed for since December 10th, 2018, so more than 2 years. Okay, here's another item that's sold because I had it on sale. Crummies and Company, made in England, hand-painted enamel floral trinket pill box. Nice small little box. Was able to get $23.99 for it. We originally had it for $29.99, 20% sale. July 15th, 2019 is when I initially listed it. Just probably somebody that likes trinket boxes. And one thing about trinket boxes, people do collect them. They usually aren't willing to spend like a large amount of money for most of them. But you can get like $20, $30 or so dollars for them. And, you know, so if you see them for like $5 or so, they do ship first class. Pick them up. All right. Okay, here we go. Cody Avatar Cologne Splash, 1.7 fluid ounce, 50 millimeters, looks full. Got $100 for this. I did not have this listed very long at all. January 16, 2020. I think I had it for $138.99. This sells easily in the $100, $30, $40, $50 range, up to as much as $2. My bottle was full, and I got an offer. Somebody emailed me, said, "Hey, I'll buy this right now if you go $100 on it." For me, whatever. It was sitting around. I did not mind lowering the price, and I did so immediately because I wanted the $100. I don't even know how long I had this perfume. I do that. I have stuff that I'm in the process of listing, and I have stuff to get to. I'm in the process of listing a lot of perfumes right now, and a random thing here or there. The reason I listed that was because I was listing perfumes, and it went up. Someone noticed it right away. They said, "Hey, would you lower the price? I'll buy it," and I did. Okay. Now we have a vintage clear rhinestone choker necklace with detachable bow pin. This was pretty cool. I believe you could probably use this rhinestone necklace to attach any pin in particular. It could be a colorful one, it could be an enamel one, as long as the bar is longer than about an inch, I think. And I'll just show you a picture of how it works so you can see. So the way we had these together, I don't know if these needed to be or came together or whatever. Still pretty cool. Another item I put on sale. I had this listed since October 2019, so over a year. We had it for $24.99, and the sold price was $19.99. As you can see, or I can pretty much say a lot of the items that I sold that are on sale, I most likely would not have sold if they weren't on sale. So running these sales is helping me a lot. And that's why I've been running anywhere from 400 to 500 items at a clip. And I'm alternating price between 20 and 25%. And I'm running them usually for about a week to 2 weeks because I want people to have that sense of urgency. Like, I better get it while it's on sale or it won't be on sale. Here's another item. Vintage mid-century Chinese cloisonné unicorn pendant on-cord necklace with tassel. Marie likes these. She buys them. They're nice. They're well made. They look pretty cool. Another sale item. We had this for $26.99. It sold for $21.59. I believe I already said that we had this listed since March 30, 2019. So less than a year. All right. But almost a year now. All right, here's a sign. This was a really pretty necklace, and it was super long. And another piece of signed jewelry, signed J. Crew, which, I don't know who's collecting J. Crew, but I guess people are. I mean, I guess they are. It was well made. I thought it was nice. One day, I'm sure it will be worth more than what we sold it for. It was not a sale item. How long did I have it listed for? July 9th, 2019. A little more than 6 months. $25.99 straight up purchase. And did I say gold tone necklace with faceted amber yellow beads? Glass drops make that. 46 inches long. As you can see in the first photo, we had it kind of double strand. You can wear it long or double strand. Right, here's something fun that, I don't know, I probably paid $8 or so to ship because I thought it might ship at first class, but it was a little bit heavier. But basically, it's a bug chrome corkscrew wine bottle opener. Had it listed since April 27, 2018. So definitely more than a year, pushing towards 2 years. Initially listed $24.99. Sale price, because I had a sale, 20% off, was $19.99. What can I tell you about that? Interesting bottle openers and corkscrew sell. There you go. Now you know something. If you see them at sales, $1, $2, $3, pick them up. Especially the lighter ones. But a lot of the ones with advertising don't sell for a lot. So if you're willing to sell them online for like $11 or $10 and make a few dollars after shipping and eBay fees, I mean, you can do that too. All right, here's a vintage Karen Nuit de Noël extrait, or I guess it's extrait. Continents, 1/2, 0.5 ounces, full width box. I bought a bunch of these like so long ago, I don't even remember one. But I just list one every once in a while, and usually I list them. I had them sealed. I was listing them for $200. Then when I ran out of the sealed ones, I listed the ones that were not sealed for $159.99. These sell sporadically. I hadn't sold one in start time October 19, 2017. So as you could see, I hadn't sold one in quite a while, pushing more than 2.5 years. But they do sell sporadically. I got $100. I had it $159.99. Part of the sale, 20% off, $32 less, $127.99. Hey, what do I care? It takes up so little space on my shelves that I'll just sell it when I sell it. I sell that. My philosophy is list so much stuff, and then whatever sells. If you have 1 million items and you only sell 1,000 items a day, well, that's a lot of items. All right. Next sale, vintage signed IPZ Navajo sterling silver black onyx ring, large size, 10.5. Kind of a man's size. Could have been a man's ring. Not really sure, but I believe it did sell to a woman. Never figured out who IPZ was. I know who ICP P and IP Freely are, but I do not know who IPZ is. All right. $34.99 straight up sale, no discount, and I didn't have this listed too long. I guess something like this I would have discounted if there was a watcher. There wasn't a watcher, I didn't discount it. October 27, 2019, did not have it listed for very long. The person who wanted it found it right away, and it sold $35 in my pocket. All right, I have 10 more items that I've sold in the time frame in which I am making this video now. It's the 23rd of the month. I have 7 more days to go before the end of the month. So I'm definitely going to be making another video. It seems like I do this every few days, or I was going to do it like every few days, but it seems like I'm doing it once a week. And it's not too bad this way, because when I would do it once a month, it would take a long time and a lot of pictures. This way I do it, I spread it out. You know, it's about like 20, 30 minutes of me talking, and editing the photos takes a little bit longer, but I've decided not to show as many photos as I was before. Anyway, signed Christopher Radko Gold Tone Enamel Rhinestone Christmas Wreath Pin. Another instance where Maria just pretty much listed the item January 18th. I just told you it was January 23rd. It had been listed less than 5 days. So, and of course 2020. I listed it on sale 25. Oh, this is where I was doing my 25% sale off. $20.24. Initially listed $26.99. I felt confident we could have gotten 25 or so for this wreath pin. Anything Christopher Radko can sell. That's your lesson there. An ornament that's not Christopher Radko, put it next to a Christopher Radko ornament. Make them the same price, and everybody will buy the Christopher Radko ornament over the other one, because if you contribute anything to anyone, like a designer, then it's an easier sell, because people collect designers most likely. All right. This was pretty cool. This is the kind of thing Flavor Flav be wearing around his neck during one of his concerts with oh crap. All right. I'll remember this in a little bit. Let me just move on. Vintage Funky VIP Silvertone Large Wind-Up Clock Necklace Working. Public Enemy. Flavor Flav was in Public Enemy. You know, I'm the kind of guy you put on the spot and my mind goes blank. That's why I could never do any of those game shows that are on TV. They'd be like, "What's your name?" I'd be like, anyway, $39.99. No sale, no discount. Nobody was watching it, so I didn't tell it would. I couldn't tell that it might sell. How long was it listed? January 17, 2019, about a year. And another good till canceled. I don't think you're seeing many auctions. We've been busy. We haven't had time to run auctions. So I need sales to happen, so I've just been just doing these promotions. And I'm telling you, they're helping, because here's another one. That's right. Here's another sale that I made because I ran a sale promotion. UVM, University of Vermont, Amber Brown Glass Milk Bottle, 1 quart liquid. All right, this is an unusual item for me to be selling, and this should be an unusual item for you. I mean, I never see these. I found this at a house sale. I believe I think I paid $3. I think I paid $3. It's pretty cool. It's a University of Vermont milk glass bottle. Back in the day, people used to have their milk delivered to them in glass bottles, or they would just get milk in glass bottles. That's what everybody used, glass bottles, before they had cardboard or whatever. But this one was designated for the University of Vermont, which makes it collectible to people who like milk bottles, plus the color's brown, and people who went to the University of Vermont. That's why I got so much for it. Do all milk bottles sell for a lot of money? I don't think so. Ones with advertising, ones with schools, sure, they sell for more money. if you were in the field and you saw milk bottles that people were selling and they wanted like 3 or 5 for them, you can consider them. But I don't, I'm certainly not a confident buyer in milk bottles. But I thought this one was interesting and different enough to roll the dice and spend my whopping $3 on. Again, this was a sale item, $82.99, marked down 25% to $60 to $24. I don't think I'm not sure if I would have made the sale if I did not have the sale going, but I was happy to sell it. All right, another item right here, right now, that I was able to sell because of my sale. 25% off, marked at $99.99, and I sold them for $74.99. Now, I had these items at flea markets, and I certainly felt they were worth 15 to 20 a piece, and I tried to sell them together in a group for, I believe, $50. If someone had offered me $45, I would have taken it. These Ghostbuster monsters, even on card, don't sell for a lot unless they're in very clean, pristine condition. Mine were not. They were bent, dinked, warped. I'm talking about the cardboards. Not so great condition-wise. But that's why I actually chose to lot them, because I was like, if I had shipped each of these for if I had priced each of these $35, it would have cost me like $10 to ship, and I would have gotten a piece, and I would have gotten about, I don't know when each of them would have sold, and I would have gotten, I guess, after shipping, like 35, it would have been 105, it would have been 75. I don't know. I said I'll just put them together $100, and they sat for about a year. September, not even that long. But as soon as I marked them down, they sold right away, and that's because they were $74.99, $75, and fortunately for me, they did not have to go halfway across the country. They went to the lovely state of New York, which is my neighbor. I'm in New Jersey. And shipping was only like $10, so that worked out pretty well for me. I think I would have preferred to sell them at the flea market for $45 or $50, but if I had them around, nobody went for it. I didn't believe I'd have any fresh faces looking for them, so I said, put them online and let them sit, and they did until they sold. Yay! All right, vintage MYLU. Christmas pin lot, tree, wreath, sleigh, poinsettia, and flower. I just want to see. All of the pins were, except the poinsettia, were hallmarked MYLU on the back. So that's why it's MY. I was like, what is MY? Mylu? $22.49 was $30. Again, Marie was like, what are you doing? But I said it had watchers, I want to sell. I want to make money. I want to pay off my debt. December 2, 2019 is when I had it listed. $29.99. Original price, 25% off. Sold for $22.49. Christmas pin lots can sell, and they can also sell individually, as you saw. We sold 5 pins for 22 something, and we sold 1 Christopher Radko pin for about $20. This necklace was pretty cool. We had it marked $39.99 and sold it for $29.99. Vintage Silvertone Egyptian design choker necklace. Not really sure why it sold, except somebody saw it and liked it, because if they're looking for Egyptian design, if they're looking for choker length, okay. If they're looking for Silvertone, this necklace had it all. Other than that, somebody would just have to find it. All right, April 29th, 2019, another markdown item. I've already mentioned that. $39.99 to $29.99. Why did it sell? I don't know. Somebody liked it. I can't believe anybody's collecting that. All right, 4 more items, and then we're done. Vintage Art Deco gold tone pin with deep blue rhinestones and glass bead dangles. Nice, interesting design, beautiful little pin. Had it listed April 15, 2019, less than a year. What helped it sell? I don't know. Art Deco, gold tone pin. Probably someone just stumbled across it. I don't know. And they said, wow, this pin would look really lovely. unless it's something that we didn't know and it's worth many times more than what we sold it for. We sold it for $25.99. Not a lot of money, but more than we get at a flea market, even after you take away the fees and the shipping. It's more than we get at a flea market. All right. Sold 2 ties to the same person. Here's the thing about ties. If you see good designer name ties at yard sales for $1, you can pick them up. Do they sell really quickly, really well? Me. What I would do is I would run them to auction the first time, right? If they don't sell, then just assume that they're no big deal and just make a reasonable price and let them sit. And that's what we did with these. We ran them to auction. They didn't sell. And the good thing about this one, though, is the same buyer bought the vintage authentic Christian Dior all sick tie black with red and white designs. Same buyer bought this. And they also bought the other tie that sold. So I was able to ship them together. And this was a vintage authentic polo by Ralph Lauren, all silk men's tie. And these were listed, again, together around the same time, July 31, 2018. So more than a year and a half. But anyway, one of the reasons I have free shipping, I prefer free shipping, is just in case something like this happens. If I have separate shipping, the buyer can say something like, hey, can you give me a discount on combined shipping? And I would be like, yeah, sure, no problem, right? But if you choose free shipping, if the buyer had asked me for a discount on shipping, I would honestly have to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't, because the shipping's free. I can't discount free shipping. That would be ridiculous. All right, here's my last sale, and it's not the last sale of the month. It's the last sale before the next video where I talk about what I sold. And I'll have, I guess I had about like 25 items this one. All right, blah, 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 blah. Vintage Italian Venetian Murano graduated Millefiori glass bead necklace, 24 inches long. Beautiful little necklace, beautiful beads, right? It has the little caps and the spacer knots to protect each bead, so they don't get all chipped up and whatever. And as you can see, I'm ending this video on an item that I was able to sell because I had my sale running, my markdown manager sale. Originally $79.99, $80 roughly, and sold at $59.99, $60, $20 off, 25% sale. Would these have sold without the sale? I don't know, maybe. Did they sell because of the sale? I'm going to say yes. So anyway, that's it for this little time frame. Again, I hope these videos are being helpful. I don't mind doing them. It's kind of cool to talk about what I had and what I sold one day when I'm old and decrepit, and I need to remember what the hell happened in my life. I might watch these. But for now, hopefully they'll help you decide how much to pay for items like these when you see them at sales. And also, hopefully we'll let you know if this is an item that you could sell immediately for good money, or if you have to sell cheap if you want to sell it fast, or if you want top dollar, how long you might have to wait. Anyway, I guess I'm just going to say goodbye for now until the next video, which should be coming in about a week or so. Goodbye.